What's up, everybody? It's the Sports Chasers Podcast. Coming to you live and direct with your host and your moderator, Kevin L. Warren, along with his fellow podcast brothers, Dorian, the D.A. Alberton, James, the Angry One Warren, Mike Mills, and Daryl, D-Dubb Warren. This is a real sports podcast for real fans. This is a sports podcast with no hot takes, no narratives, just real, unadulterated sports talk. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel. Sports Chasers Podcast. We can be found on all podcast platforms, plus all social media platforms by searching Sports Chasers Podcast. All information is in our bio. Please be advised, at times there may be some explicit and colorful language. We are the defenders of the fans. Now, here's your host and moderator, Kevin L. Warren!
There I go. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday to everybody. Welcome to the Sports Chasers Podcast. Hey, coming to you live and direct every Thursday. You know what we do. 90 minutes. You give us 90 minutes, we give you the sports world, man. It's the Sports Chasers Podcast. Hey, we got the crew going from left to right on your screen. Oh, it's also my screen too. Hey, we got the DA. The DA, what's good, my brother? What's happening, sir?
Good evening, everyone. Glad to be here. Ready to talk to sports, man. You know, I'm excited. Let's go.
Awesome. We also got my main man, the hockey dude. Dan, what's good, brother? How are you, sir?
Not much. How's everybody doing?
Good.
The whole world is good, I think, maybe.
Yeah. Hopefully.
The angry one. What's up, brother? How are you, sir?
What's going on, Sports Chasers family? Pardon me. Still got some technical difficulties going on here, but we're gonna get it right. What's good, fellas?
What's up, bro?
Everything is
Good, what's good, man? D-Dubb, what's up, brother? How are you? Y'all is all white on white?
White on white. White hot.
White
What's
hot.
good?
Sport Chasers edition. Okay.
Sports Chasers editions, man. Thursday night. Let's get it, man. Ryan, welcome.
Hey,
What's up, man?
Well, yeah, I guess D-Dubb.
Always a big welcome.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
We got our main man, Ryan DeSouza, on tonight here to talk NBA
What
hoops. What's up, bro? What's going on, man? How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I just got back from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I was doing my thing out there on the acting scene. You know what I'm saying? Visited my brother and his babies. So you know, I'm in a good mood, man. And thank you for having me. As always, it's always a pleasure. Yeah, man. Let's do it up, man. Let's talk some sports, man, like how we do it.
Hey, Ryan, next time you get out to Atlanta, man, I'm got this guy help you rent a tank. So when you're out there, you know everything. You all good, because I hear those savages are crazy out there.
Oh yeah, it's crazy out there, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. I'm gonna need that tank.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, like 50, like bulletproof the whole car. That's everything.
Yeah.
So Ryan, what's going on in the NBA? Ryan's going to start off with the NBA right now.
All right, fellas. So, thank you, Kev, man. So, you know, with the NBA, I don't know if you guys, we're gonna do a little bit different. They just revamped and renamed all the awards, like all the major. Major awards at the end of the season, you know, they put players' names behind it, which I think is a great idea. So we don't forget who these players are, especially for the young generation. You know what I'm saying? So I always like to give, you know, when the league gives back, you know, for people who made it possible for these younger generation to come up. And so I'm just gonna go really quick down the line. You know, with all the each individual awards. The MVP award, all right, is now called the Michael Jordan Award. All right, so, you know, enough said about that. I think the only person to have more MVPs then Michael Jordan was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which is my GOAT of all time, just to point that out there. So the Michael Jordan Award, I mean, you can't go wrong with Mike. You know what I'm saying? Mike is unbelievable. So
can't go wrong with Kareem either, though. So
you can't go, bro. Kareem is Kareem for me is my GOAT on all levels. Yo, I mean,
well, he's the greatest. He's amazing. He's the world's greatest basketball player of all time.
Of course, there's no doubt in my mind. Most
4
accomplished.
high school championships, 3 college championships, 6
Absolutely.
NBA championships.
Absolutely.
You really can't fight with those numbers. So
yeah, the most MVPs. So but I think it's a little posturing from the NBA with Kareem, because they've always had that back and forth. They said Kareem wasn't very approachable. They said he kind of got blackballed from the league a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Like I said, you can't go wrong with Mike. You know what I'm saying? Getting that named after him, because a lot of people wanted to change the logo to Mike. You know what I mean? With the Jumpman logo, right? But yeah. Go ahead. You want to say something?
No, I say I'm not mad at that. That sounds cool to me too. I'm good with that.
Right. But the logo is Jerry West, and that Jerry West logo is so just yeah. I mean, it's so it's iconic. It's just a symbol. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
So naming the MVP award after Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went to 6 finals, won all 6. Won all the MVPs, you know what I'm saying, finals MVP. So I think it's fitting, you know what I'm saying? So for Jordan to have that. And with Jerry West, bringing up Jerry West, just to transition to Jerry West, you know what I'm saying? Like they named award, it's kind of weird to me. They had a most clutch award, and that went to Jerry West. Now
Jerry West didn't win. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, bro, jump in.
No, I was just saying Jerry West was failed.
1 for 8. 1 for 8.
1 for 8, right? Yeah. Okay.
Right. Yeah. But I think with that award with the most clutch, I'm thinking it's more based on
regular season, the whole thing.
Regular season. You know what I'm saying? Making apparently he has like one of the highest percentages for clutch shots. Now the most clutch. I'm too young to have witnessed Jerry West play at his prime, but to me, the most clutch player I've ever seen was Larry Bird.
Yeah.
I mean, and I would also say Reggie Miller was clutch. Not as good. Yeah, not as good as Jerry West. I don't want people to get me wrong. Not as good as Jerry West. Definitely not as good as Larry Bird, obviously. But if you talking about you want a bucket, you know what I'm saying, and in like grand fashion and the way he does it, man, he hit some very clutch shots. But
Larry Joe Bird, boy, that was a bad man there,
bro. Look, Larry Bird to me, Larry Bird to me was just, I hated Bird. Let me just tell you, I hated Larry Bird. You know what I'm saying? But God, man, he was so good. And not only that, dog, they say that he was the best trash talker. When Gary Payton says that Larry Bird was a better trash talker than me, that to me is just, that blew my mind. They said that Larry Bird will tell you exactly what he's going to do, when he's going to do it, how he's going to do it, and then, dude, he did that to Dr. J, and let Mr. Cool, Dr. J never lost his cool. Y'all remember when Dr. J almost tried to kill Larry Bird because they said that Larry Bird was talking so much trash to him and was just giving him the business, bro. And Larry Bird, man, is just he was, to me, if I think about clutch, I just think about Bird for some reason or the other. I might be wrong, but for me, I'm saying it's Larry with that. But like I said, I wasn't privy to watch Jerry West play, but they said that he hit a lot of clutch shots, and and
Ryan,
rightfully so. Yeah,
we forget about Larry because of all the athleticism and all the other guys, and we forget
Right.
how, Larry Bird, he didn't have all that, but the clutch gene he had.
Oh God, it's amazing.
I got to speak on this real quick.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to take a lot of time. It's real short.
No,
I
you
think
good.
that whole athleticism thing is really a figmentation of folks' imagination, right? So for you to say Larry Bird wasn't an athlete,
No, not saying he wasn't an athlete.
Not you. Dig what I'm saying. All right, so like the NBA was not built upon everybody being able to jump over the rim,
correct,
and hit their head on the backboard, right? It's a skill game, and it's always been a skill game, right? So all because this guy doesn't jump this way or he doesn't do that, or there was a whole era when guys did, when like in the 80s there might have been 5 to 10 dudes that were some real high risers, that were outside of the norm.
Right.
But, Larry Bird and Dave Corzine and Rick Mahorn and all these dudes jumped the same 2 inches off the ground.
Brad Doherty.
Yeah, and listen, and my thing is, listen, man, I told y'all, if you take a kid that's a Division I kid, Division II kid that never played in the league, and take him to your gym, he'll play there all day and will never get off the court.
Oh, no, for sure.
Because there won't be anybody there at your gym that can beat him.
No. Yeah, you make it.
So they expect everyone to be Zion and to disrespect guys because they are not Zion or whoever.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a new thing because we do in the 80s and 90s our guys were more athletic than some dudes in the 70s and 60s, but we never disrespected them.
Right.
So that's kind of where I look at it, man. Like I don't get into it, man. I respect all these guys because they're there. They made it. They got paid money to play a game. So
absolutely, man. Absolutely. And going back to the list, defensive player of the year is now called the Akeem Olajuwon Award, which is very close to my heart because I'm a big time Houston Rockets fan. The thing with Olajuwon, man, like not only is he number 1 in blocks, bro, he's top 10 in steals as a center. Let that sink in.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Top 10 in steals as a center. Now, I think when he retired, I want to say he was like 7th at the time when he retired as a center. Now, let this sink in too. He's the only player to record 2 quadruple doubles, right? Now, and it's so funny because I remember as a kid when he got the quadruple double, he got it with assists, points, rebounds, and blocks. And in those games, he had like 5-6 steals, bro. He could have got like a quintuple double. It's just amazing. And I think it's fitting. He won Defensive Player of the Year twice. I think he was an 8-time All Defensive Player. For a long time, he was the only player in one season to win Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, and the championship and Finals MVP until Giannis did it. When Giannis did it, yeah. So not even Jordan did that, man. So and to also think too, he probably made one of the biggest defensive plays in the history of the NBA Finals. I know some of y'all might remember the 1994 Finals with the Knicks.
Yeah, bro.
And,
forget.
My bad, fellas.
Ryan,
but remember, Game 6, John Starks was cooking, bro. John Starks was amazing. Now he had a bad Game 7, but John Starks, was cooking. Yeah. And what happened was they did like a high screen for Starks up top, and Olajuwon, and I think the Rockets were up by 2. Olajuwon from the high post ran off, got screened, and they swung it to Starks, and Starks was wide open. And for the life of me, I still don't know how Akeem got there to deflect that and get that block on Starks, because that was going in. The Knicks were winning that championship if Olajuwon does not block that shot. So
Yep.
it was just an amazing feat, man. Yeah, Dream.
You said it, Ryan. It was his amazing feat. That's what.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah, his
That
his soccer, his. I know we're gonna be talking about football. His football background.
man.
Because all these guys now who can defend the pick and roll in today's NBA, because the NBA now is basically just a pick and roll game. Nobody really runs offense. You know what I'm saying? Like
on the screen here, y'all can see.
oh,
the block
there
here.
it is. There it is, right
Yeah.
here.
Oh, God,
Screen.
Kev, come on, man. What
You guys like to punish yourself,
the hell
don't
is
you?
wrong with you,
Yo.
Kevin? Shit.
How does he?
You
How
don't
does
even
he
relive this
get
shit.
there?
Yeah, Kevin. I don't know what the hell is wrong with him, man.
Yo, Kev, that was wrong though, Kev.
That must be some
I
police
appreciate.
thing.
I appreciate. I appreciate that.
Oh, just like to hurt yourselves.
Got props, right? We use them, right? So I
Right.
got you, brother.
Yeah, and not only that, when you're talking about a player that can probably move his feet on the pick and roll better than anybody I've ever seen as a big man. As a big man, he can literally guard 1 through 5 as a big man because he can move his feet. And then at the end of his career, it helped him with his offensive game with that footwork, man. Because the dream shake, man. I mean, just amazing. But I know we're getting off topic because we're talking about the defensive aspect of Olajuwon. But yeah, I think that's fitting. That you would name the Defensive Player of the Year award after Olajuwon. Number one in blocks, top 10 in steals as a center. Yeah, so just phenomenal. Rookie of the Year is called the Wilt Chamberlain Award.
Okay.
Now, I think the reason why they did that is because Wilt's rookie year, not only did he win MVP, he also won the MVP award as a rookie.
Wow.
Yeah, as a rookie. Yeah, so let that sink in how great Wilt was. You know what I mean? We don't even got to go in about Wilt and all his achievements and stats and the rules being changed for Wilt. You know what I'm saying? So I know we're on a time crunch. Sixth Man of the Year award. It's called the John Havlicek. Yeah. Havlicek award because he was always starting for those powerful Boston Celtics, and when he moved to the bench, then they really took off, man, and started winning a bunch of championships, man. So I think they gave him the nod with that. And like I said, man, I think it's good to rename these awards so the younger guys, when they see the younger players get the Defensive Player of the award, given to them, it's like, this is the Akeem Olajuwon award, and maybe that young guy be like, well, who's Akeem Olajuwon? And then what they'll do is they'll pop on that YouTube that Kev just posted with Olajuwon. So that's bringing it full circle. You know what I'm saying to me, and I like that. I like that, man.
Yeah, DA, we hope so.
We hope so.
We hope
These kids
so.
got
We hope
ADHD, all types of shit. So I don't know what
so. Right.
Yeah, they might look it up. Who knows? But yeah,
It's all this.
Yeah.
But let's give the younger generation the benefit of the doubt. At least the NBA is doing their part and not forgetting these all-time greats. And I'm happy about that. And the last award, the Most Improved Player award, is called the George Mikan Award. I don't know if you guys are familiar with George Mikan. He was one of
that was a weird one because
George
Mikan was nice the whole time. Like he never improved. Like he came in like averaging 20, 30 points a game. Like what the hell? What I don't know what improved. Maybe his eyesight improved. I don't.
Yeah, that one to me was kind of weird. I really couldn't pinpoint like who should be the right person for this award. But I guess they're saying like his first year he wasn't that good. Like his first year, I don't know, he wasn't that good, and then he developed the Mikan drill and all that stuff.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I think
that's serious. That drill's
serious. I think that Mikan drill. They said after I think the story behind the Mikan drill is he was struggling. And he just every offseason he just kept doing this drill that he created for the big man, the left, the right, and so maybe they're giving him the nod for that. But yeah, like I said, that award kind of stumped me a little bit with the Most Improved Player. I didn't have a person who I could think about. You know what I mean?
I never saw. I looked at the stats, but I didn't see him being bad ever. So.
Right.
Yeah, okay, when did he improve?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
choose somebody. So
Yeah.
somebody got
And I said maybe it's because of the mic and drill. You know what I'm saying?
which is a
His
hard
drill.
joint.
So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So
It
that's
beats
it.
Kevin McHale.
I think
Yeah.
also they
Mhm.
probably did it too, to pay, they pay homage to some of the great.
Of
So you name
course. Yeah.
all the greats in the in your thing there, in your list, and I think they were just paying homage to that.
Correct.
Real quick, Ryan, before we move
Yeah.
off to the next topic.
Yeah.
What's going on in today's NBA? What's going on? Hey, per what I said this morning, did you get a chance to check that out? As far as, hey, the average scoring, we talking about defense.
Right.
115 points last night. What's up with the defense in the NBA?
19.
Okay, this is what I think is going on, guys. This is what I think is going on. All right, so in the NBA, they have the freedom of movement. You know what I'm saying? You can't like, run through somebody through a pick anymore, or they got to be able to move freely through your defense. Back in the days, Stockton, you can't run through through their defense, because he's gonna like lay you out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. So with the whole freedom of movement thing, I also think too with now how they got the zone. So they've been playing zone for a while now, where you can play zone.
A minute now. Yes.
Yeah, for a minute now. But teams are playing more zone now. Now, if any of y'all who ever played basketball know, playing a zone, what does that do? It makes you lazy, bro.
Yeah.
Well,
You playing zone makes you lazy, because you're only defending a zone. You're not chasing a man around. You're you know what I'm saying? And then you do a lot of ball watching. Look at the offensive rebounds. All the offensive rebounds are going up. The Houston Rockets, who was the worst team in the league the last 2 years, leads the league in offensive rebounding because people play zone against them a lot. So you're not boxing out. Yeah. And you're not, you know what I'm saying? You're taught, you know what I'm saying? When the ball goes up, find a body. But if you're playing a zone, you might not be close to a body. You know what I'm saying? So and again, teams are playing with more pace, Kev. Also I can't just say, it's just because of the zone. Teams are speeding it up, getting more possessions. There's no, and also too, the new rule that just happened this year, the take foul rule. They've done without that. So now you just can't stop somebody and stop the ball and stop a fast break. So now there's more fast breaks. Okay? Because back, before this year, you can literally just take a foul and stop somebody's fast break and be like, okay, now we take the ball out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? So now with that adds to a higher score, a faster pace. And listen to this. Guess who has the second fastest pace in the league? And to me, I don't even know how this is possible with him on the team, and he plays this many minutes. The Minnesota Timberwolves with Rudy Gobert has the second highest pace in the league.
Well, they also have my man D'Angelo to offset his non-shooting by shooting every other time. So
right,
D'Angelo's going to pick up the pace for you.
Right. But what I'm saying, but when you have somebody like that, you know what I'm saying, you would think that, you're slowing it down like they did in Utah, and Cat doesn't really play fast. You know what I'm saying? He was to shoot a lot of threes. They got Ant-Man, you know what I'm saying? Who plays fast. Yeah, D'Angelo. So they're playing fast. So teams are just playing faster. They're getting more possessions. Yeah, go ahead, boss.
I was gonna say Marlon. He also
shout out to Marlon. Marlon said pace and 3-point shots.
Yeah,
absolutely, so the pace. Yeah.
With the zone, 2-3 zone, that means you're not always going to have somebody out at the 3-point line, right?
Right.
You got 2 guys at the elbows and 3 guys along the baseline. So that means you're leaving a lot of space for 3-point shooters. So that's also another way for them to to kind of, I guess, what they say, cheat the system. So,
right. Yeah.
Because it's not like a matchup zone like Syracuse. It's just a 2-3 zone.
So
they play a 1-3-1. So I don't.
Because Syracuse's zone, like you said, it's a matchup zone. It's like a man.
Yes.
but they're in a zone. That's how good it is. You know what I'm saying? Like they get back, they switch, they get back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So
They have
that's
the proper. They have the proper coach to coach that
Correct.
too. You can't just
Absolutely.
we're gonna play a
Absolutely.
2-3 zone and you don't know what the heck you doing. You're not taught
Right.
properly. So
Right.
that's another thing too.
Exactly. So the freedom of movement is definitely a big issue. I know they're trying to loosen it up a little bit where you can have some kind of contact now, but teams are just playing like Marlon said. Teams are just playing a faster pace, and it's a copycat league, guys. You see teams who are winning the championship, all they do is shoot threes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to go back to the Rockets. But when Golden State was winning their championships, you know what I'm saying? And the Rockets, they were like, well, we're gonna try to outshoot them. You can't. They got two of the best. They got two of the best shooters in the world ever to play the game. So you can't beat them at their own game. And so it's just the volume. So their whole thing was, let's get them up. If we get them up and then we hit them, you know what I'm saying? We'll win. If we don't, like when they missed 27 straight threes. That's what happens. You live by the three, you die by the three. So so definitely I think it's the pace. I think it's the influx of the zone defense. A lot of teams are playing zone, and the zone makes you lazy. Look, man, I played zone all day long in my 40 and over league, and I didn't even sweat.
Because you wasn't checking your man, right? Absolutely.
Correct. I'm just sitting there waiting for something to happen. You ain't D'ing up.
Yo, my man, you stay up top. Hey, we got two in the middle. We got two down low.
Right. Yeah, man.
Ryan,
let me ask you this.
Yo, who man is that?
That's your man, right? Yeah, exactly. Playing no defense.
Let me ask you a question real quick. So
yeah,
the East is kind of chalk, right, for right now, right? So the two teams that I think we expected to be somewhere near the top of the East are there, right? In Boston and
Milwaukee,
right? So I'm fine with that. I believe Philly will come on as they get healthier.
I do too.
I don't think the experiment in Atlanta is working because the bigs aren't working, and just FYI, they're trying to trade like all their bigs, like so, like they're trying to give it to John Collins and everybody.
They've been trying to get him.
Right?
Yeah.
But in the West, my man Zion.
We got the
baby Lakers.
The Pelicans the Pelicans are number one. Memphis is number two. Yeah, and just like maybe like a week and a half ago, it was Phoenix that was number one. They lost 5 straight. They lost 2 games to the Rockets. My sorry Rockets.
No, Rockets are the most athletic team in the league.
Oh my God, they're so fun to watch though.
They're fastest.
Athletic.
They're not the tallest, but they are the fastest, highest jumping team in the NBA point blank period end.
They're so fun to watch, man. They're so fun to Marlon said something to me the other day. He's like, I watch a lot of the Rockets and Jalen Green. He's like, when they figure it out and play the right way as far as knowing when to take shots, they take a lot of bad shots. Yeah. Because they're just playing on athleticism. So when they learn the game and know the game, they're gonna take off, man. I love Sengun. Yeah.
They eat them like candy for breakfast. So yeah,
man.
So hold on, did we lose somebody? Oh, did we lose? Oh, no, that might have been me.
No, good.
No, we lost somebody. So we have Ryan here. Thank you, Ryan, for the NBA. I appreciate that coming through on the NBA tip, and Ryan giving us a whole lot when it came to the NBA as far as the new names of the list of awards, and a little bit about why defense. Well, won't say defense. Why the offensive? Why we're scoring 119 points average.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a lot of offensive talent too, guys. Let's give it up to them. They can just score, flat out score, bro, and they can shoot. Yeah. And so it's a lot more. It's a lot. And back in the days, point guards were your point guards. All the point guards in the league score. They're scoring guards.
Dame Lillard.
Yeah. I mean, Luka's second in the league right now to Embiid. I think Embiid just passed him because Embiid just qualified. But Luka, I think Embiid's at 33 point something, and then Luka's something like that. Yeah. I know.
I like Luka, man. I think he's dope. but he plays.
But he's not winning.
And no, he's not going to win. He is James Harden.
Hey,
No, he is because he's going to have the same usage. They're going to have a 500 record. He always passes the ball late, right? So you got dudes there, right? So then would he be standing there? He don't get it. Dorian Finney-Smith, nope. Tim Hardaway Jr., nope. You can't dribble the ball for 19 seconds of 24 and then pass it and expect someone to score.
Right.
Now, he's a good passer, but he doesn't play any defense either. So,
right.
We're going to have another full NBA hour and a half, and we're going to talk about
we'll talk about that later. Yeah. Hey, but Harden did have some good records, though. He wasn't always
he can play.
Yeah.
He can play now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we thank I'm going to say Marlon just let us know that, hey, Roland went to the Yankees.
Oh, Rondon went to the Yankees.
Yeah,
Rondon went to the Yankees.
Well, that's what they wanted.
Nice.
So.
6 years, 162 million.
But do they need that though?
Not really. But,
It's a piece.
It's like H-Town. It's all about H-Town, the champion.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
No. Before I got out of here, I gotta go really quick. It's all about the Astros, though. You know what I'm saying? We did.
I want to talk about that with you too. I want to talk about that because I think that's the new template for building a team going forward. You know, you get one or two stars, but you get a bunch of young players that can really play and bring them along. Because 5 years ago, it's almost the same team they got now. You know.
Oh yeah, But, and Marlon, never can have pitching. That's for sure.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right, man. Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, he's Ryan DeSouza. Thank you, Ryan, for coming through.
Appreciate that. All right.
Hey, Ryan, take care, brother.
Yes, sir.
I'll see y'all, man. I'll try to bounce back on a little later if y'all still on.
Yes, sir. We'll be here.
All right.
We'll be here. Right. Appreciate you.
Peace. All right.
Thank you. He's Ryan DeSouza. We got up next. We got Dan. Dan with the hockey. Dan, what's going on, brother? What's going on, sir?
Not much. I'm just keeping tabs on some of the games tonight. Your boys got a tough tilt tonight in the Garden. They got Toronto.
Yeah, that's not going to be good.
Penguins are playing Florida. We got Seattle and Carolina playing. Boston and LA. The good one to watch probably would be the Toronto-New York game, and also probably the Washington-Dallas game.
Yeah.
Just for the OV watch. But looking at the power rankings, to me, I kind of got like a top 8, and then the other 8 that are in the playoffs are kind of jumbled together, which they could end up, either in or out. But like Boston's still the top team. The Devils, I still have them at number 2, even though they've gone on the slide. I think 5-4-1 in their last 10. Yes. What's crazy is I saw a thing where they have the 26th in attendance.
Wow.
For a division leading team. We talk about Arizona not being able to fill the building.
Yeah.
But what's going on?
Let me get some perspective with that because I used to live in the New York metropolitan area. Devils play in the Prudential Center, which is in Newark, New Jersey, which is approximately guys about maybe 5 or 6 miles from New York City. And I think the arena fits about 18,000 people. Just put that in perspective. So they have to not share, but they have to, I guess, fight for fan base as, the Rangers who've been around. They're part of the original 6. The Islanders have a new building, and you got the Devils. And the Devils are winning. And
it costs you $30 to get across that bridge and back to watch the Devils play.
I think the Devils have I think now they've been around for 30 plus years now that they've been in New Jersey. I think they have a fan base more or less in New Jersey. I don't think they have to pull a lot of fans from New York. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're right.
So, but this is Dan, the hockey dude. I'm not the hockey dude. I'm just the moderator guy. So go ahead, Dan. Sorry.
Discussion is good. But then number 3, I've got Toronto. They've been one of the hottest teams probably the last couple of weeks.
What they do in the playoffs, though.
Yeah, first round exit. Set up the tee times because they ain't going anywhere. That's their MO.
Why can't Toronto the last couple of years? Why can't the Maple Leafs get over the hump?
It's in their head. I mean, it's a mental thing. Like, it doesn't matter who they play. Like, they had Boston down 3-1 and lost that series. Like, the last time Toronto won a series, Zdeno Chara was still playing in the league. Like, he was the last one that was in the league, and he just retired. Like, that's how long ago they got out of the first round. Like, what, 18 years or something like that?
Yes.
It's all mental, man. It's like they keep... I hate to bash on, any professional player, but their defense is not good. And they just
wait a minute, Dan.
And they keep rotating goaltenders in and out. But here's the deal. We've talked about this before. They spent so much money on 4 players that they can't, like with the salary cap, they can't bring in a top defenseman or a shutdown defenseman. They just don't have the money for it. And then they keep rotating goaltenders, hoping to find the next Martin Brodeur or Patrick Roy that can stand on their head. And that's just not the way the game works. But, I mean, they've been playing well lately. They're 9-0-1 in the last 10. And Marner's, he's on one. He's just been killing it. But, they got you guys tonight at the Garden. We'll see how that turns out. I mean, that's a good litmus test for you guys because you guys were kind of in the dumps there for a while.
Yep, and then we started getting a little bit.
And then I truly believe the Trouba fight the other night, where
we talked about that,
probably like a week and a half ago, and he just chucked his helmet at the boards on the way out and was screaming at his own bench, like, wake the fuck up. Yeah. And since then, they've been playing better. I mean, they're 5-4-1 their last 10, but they've been playing better. They won the last 4. So if that tells you anything, they were 0-4-1 or 1-4-1.
Yeah.
So they're playing better. But I still got Vegas at 4, Carolina at 5, the Pens at 6, Tampa at 7, Dallas at 8, and then kind of like the Jets, Kraken, Avs, Rangers, Islanders, Wild, Oilers, and Wings are kind of... They're all right around the playoff area. Like, the last 10, Toronto's number 1. And then the Pens are 8-1-1. Boston 7-2-1. Washington was 7-2-1. They've been playing really well as of late. Ottawa,
have the Kraken come back down to earth?
No, man. They're still mid-pack of the playoffs.
Okay.
I mean, they're kind of getting stomped tonight. Carolina put up 3 on them already, and it's only halfway through the game.
Right.
But, Carolina's a really good team. And it's tough for, West Coast teams to come east. But, the cool thing, I guess we might have to put this on the radar is the Ovechkin watch. So, what was it? They played Chicago the other night. He got a hat trick. And got number 800. He's the 3rd player ever to hit 800. And it was kind of cool because Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews came over and congratulated him during the game for hitting that mark because they kind of know that's history.
What's
in the
record?
making.
894?
894.
Okay.
And so Ovechkin's got 800 in 1,305 games. The record holder, Wayne Gretzky, has 894 goals in 1,487 games. So he's 94 behind, and he's got about, 182 games to play. It really depends. Like, I think he can do it because, and I don't understand, like, if you're a coach and you're playing Washington and they're on the power play, how you don't have a guy stand on the far wing at the face-off dot just to cover him. Because there's a reason why he can play 2 minutes of the power play because he doesn't move. He stands in that same spot. They feed him passes, and you cannot stop that slap shot. That thing is wicked as hell. And he's made a living from over there. Just like, they put 99 behind the net because that's where Wayne did his business. They didn't put a number 8 right by the face-off dots, because that's where he does his damage. And like I said, he's got what, 94 to go. I would think he might need 2 more years, because that's basically saying next 2 years he's going to score 40 a year.
What's he been averaging in the last
That'd
couple
be
years?
80, and then plus whatever he finishes up with, in the last 50 games this year.
Yo, how
What is
old
he,
is he,
man?
man? What is
37.
He, like 37. Jesus. Yeah. Still doing it.
Well, I just read that Yama Yaga, he's still playing. I just looked at my
He
screen.
owns a team over there in the Czech Republic, and they had
right.
the sickness go through the team, and he actually suited up at 50 and played for his own team, and I think he had a couple assists in the game, which is crazy.
Amazing.
Awesome. Shout out to Yama Yaga, man. Yo, y'all the Penners don't need him? Y'all good?
They tried a couple times to get him to come back.
Really?
They really did. He just, I don't know.
Yeah.
But really, the only other things going on is, like, I don't know what's in the water, or that BioSteel shit they're drinking on the bench is just making people stupid. But like in the last week and a half, there's been probably 3 or 4 instances, I would say, of just dumb behavior by players. Like Pierre Engvall from Toronto was playing, I think, the Kings, and just absolutely Paul Bunyan Dursey of the Kings over the head with a high stick, like just literally just straight down on his head. And I guess he's never been in trouble, because they only gave him a 1-game suspension, which I was shocked. I would have thought, like, just the severity of what happened would be a little bit more. Then Jeff Skinner for Buffalo was playing the Penguins. They played back to back, and I think Getzel took a little poke at the goalie trying to get the puck out it, and it was turned, skated up the boards, and Skinner just cross-checked him a couple times straight in the face. So he got 3 games. And then I want to say Oleski, they got him for a high hit on a body check, and I think he got 3 games. And this was all at like December 8th and 9th, I think it was. But Kevin, I sent you the video. I hope you got it the other day.
Yes, I did.
And, Revo is an absolute beast. Like, I think he's like 6'3", probably like 220, 230. And I have no idea what the defenseman for Detroit, Hronek, was doing, because they showed the video multiple times where he looked to his left at the other Minnesota Wild player, and by the time he turned around, we've all seen those videos of like cars trying to cross railroad tracks and they don't quite make it, and the after effect of what happens. He absolutely blew this dude up. Like, he didn't come back from the injury. He went straight to the locker room, didn't come back, and I'm sure he was concussed, because like by the time he turned around, he got leveled. Which I saw today, where he wasn't penalized on the play, which he shouldn't have been, because it was a clean hit.
Right.
But the NHL reviewed it, and they didn't hand out a suspension, which I think was the right call. Now, granted, Detroit wasn't really happy about it at the time, but they didn't do anything, which that kind of tells you the respect they have for the abilities of Ryan Reeves when he takes the gloves off, because nobody wanted a piece of him until he blew up the other guy in the corner later in the game. And then the defenseman came to his aid, but he basically turtled. I mean, I would too, because that dude's a beast.
But I'm like having a good goon, boy. Good goons.
Well, and it was funny because me personally, I'm a huge TNT fan. I'd rather watch every game on TNT than ESPN, just because of the panel that they have in between periods. So you have Rick Tocchet, Anson Carter, McEwen, I think his name is, and then Paul Bissonnette. So you got probably
that's on the TNT feed.
Yeah,
correct.
Like in between periods. Like usually Wayne's on there, or your boy Lundqvist will come on. But this night that they had Bissonnette, Tocchet, and Carter, and you got probably 2 of the bigger fighters of their time. Like Rick Tocchet was a beast when he played.
We're talking with the Flyers, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, he played for the Flyers, he played for the Penguins, but he was one of those guys. He could play the game, kind of like Reeves, but you didn't want to mess with him. Like you're asking for a beatdown if you start messing with him. And and like they said, like nowadays you can't afford to have somebody that plays 2 minutes a game sitting on your bench.
Nope.
They kind of like the style of the game, the speed of the game. Unless you're like Tom Wilson, Ryan Reeves, someone that can skate and play the game, you just can't have them on your roster. If you're lucky, you can get like a third pair defenseman that plays like 8 minutes a game that can handle that kind of stuff. But I'm trying to think, was it the dude from the Flyers? I think it's Delorier. He has more fights himself than like 5 teams in the NHL.
Wow.
To this point of the season. It's just
a lot of box time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, and he can play the game, but he can also throw them. So, that's the thing is those people are few and far between. So that's where kind of the game has changed, where the speed and skill of the game, like McDavid, he gets beat up on a nightly basis, but
Catch McDavid though, man.
Oh, dude, he is so goddamn fast. It's not even funny. Like
blur out there.
He is the road runner bug, because I've seen a lot of Wile E. Coyotes hit the goddamn boards thinking they were going to get him between them and the boards, and they just hit the boards because he's gone.
Yeah.
The problem with them is they're going to burn.
Too, so.
They're going to burn out because I think McDavid and even Draisaitl, they've played so much so far this year. I mean, I get it; they're young and stuff, but at some point, when you're playing 82 games and then get into the playoffs, it's going to take a toll on you.
Yeah.
But
Gotcha.
that's they're in the kind of the same position that Toronto's kind of in. Their defense is weak, their goalies are not great, and they get in the shootouts all the time where it's 6-5 scores. I mean, a lot of this year the scores have been crazy high. You got 5-4, 6-5, 7-5. I mean, hell, the other night I saw Buffalo, it was 0-0 going into the third period against the Kings, and they scored 6 goals in the third period and won 6-0. And like I said, if they could figure their stuff out,
oh my God,
on defense and not give up a lot of odd man breaks and take penalties, I really think Buffalo has a shot to be one of those teams that's really good in the next couple of years because they have a ton of talent.
Dan, let me ask you this real quick. Well, not ask you. So to kind of piggyback on what you said earlier about attendance, I see here an article from Yahoo Sports that the NHL and your man Gary Bettman is looking to make more rivalry games in the division, with geographical matchups. And in a paragraph here, because we like to give people the credit here from Yuri Nega Schechter from Yahoo Sports, he says here in his paragraph, New Jersey, for example, drew 12,744 fans per game last season on average against their interstate rival, New York Rangers. The Devils saw nearly a 25% increase in ticket sales, averaging 15,667. I told you the building, but the Prudential Center does about 18.5. So, what do you think about them increasing rivalries? Baseball has now, so give you some correlation. Baseball teams, I believe they face each other in the division 18 or 19 times or something like that. Your division foe. I heard now they're going to reduce that. What do you think this is going to do for the NHL as far as the teams facing more?
Well, I saw something about that and some other things. And right now they're having the winter meetings with the presidents and GMs of the teams with Gary Bettman. And they've been floating some stuff that they may want to look into. One of them is that dumbass play-in game that the NBA has. and they were talking about maybe doing that, and I'm like, why? You already have half the teams make the playoffs.
Oh, good gosh.
If you're not good enough to be the top 16, you shouldn't be in it. But you had the bubble year where most of the games, to the point of more rivalry games, when they had the COVID thing, the schedule, that's what it was.
Yes.
You played a ton in your own division. You played a little bit rest in the East, and you didn't play the West at all. So the other part of that is there was talk that, depending, because they were talking about the salary cap is only going to go up, I think, a mil this year for the hockey. So it's like 83 now. It might be like 84 next year. But if you get the right teams into the playoffs and they make deep runs, that will help facilitate, I guess, like I forget what it was called, but it was like the players fund or something. But
escrow account.
Just read the escrow thing.
Escrow account, yes.
And that makes sense because, Rangers are a big draw, just like the Yankees. So if they're in the playoffs and they go far, like Boston, same way. Sorry, Chicago fans, there's no hope in hell you making the playoffs, so you're not going to make it. Toronto, if they could get a run, you look at the original six and the fan bases of these teams, and the revenue will come if the right teams make the playoffs and go far. And to me, it's nice so if you're a Penguins fan and you live in Pennsylvania, or you're a Canes fan and you live here, do you want to go the whole year without the opportunity to see McDavid play?
No.
One of the best players in the NHL.
So-
you want to go ahead.
So the rivalry game you're thinking adding more rivalry games will take away from some of the other games that you might get to see. You might not to see, David, as many times because, you got an extra rivalry game.
I guess it's all in how they do it. So if you leave the 1-1 with the West Coast teams, home and away,
right,
and then maybe clip a couple of the other division, like the Eastern teams. So like instead of playing Boston or that division, you could cut those games out from there. So like
right,
instead of like Carolina or the Rangers playing like Buffalo or Ottawa or Montreal, Florida, Detroit, Tampa, Toronto, maybe they only play them home and home too, and then those other games that they would play get moved to rivalry games. Because
Understood.
as a Penguin fan, I despise Washington, but at the same time, Ovi's a hell of a player, and those games that we play them, we've always had like
Good
playoff
games.
implication games, even in the playoffs, playing 5 overtimes. Hell, I remember falling asleep during a game, woke up and it was in the 5th overtime, and Peter Nedved scored the overtime winner in the 5th overtime.
Peter Nedved, yes.
But it's games like
that's
that,
amazing.
or rivals like that. Think about it. Would you rather watch the Rangers play, Seattle or Arizona, or would you rather them play the Islanders or Philly or Carolina or Jersey? You'd rather see
Right.
those games because, there's emotion in those games. It's almost like depending on, what's going on with those two teams. You have the energy.
I
and
don't think
excitement.
nobody wants to play Arizona.
No, probably not.
Well, no, they're
Unless
playing
you
in
need
this
to win.
college arena.
But they're probably getting the same amount of fans as Jersey is.
What, Dan? What you say? Ain't no hope.
What's that?
Ain't no hope in hell.
Hey, no.
Ain't no hope in hell.
Yeah,
Miles,
Chicago.
you see, it's not me tonight.
Dude.
It's not me.
Okay, we're gonna put this in perspective. They've played 27 games.
Go ahead.
They've won 7. They're probably gonna trade Kane and they're probably going to trade Jonathan Taves. They're not winning after that. They can't win now. I mean, they're minus 36 in goals for and against. I mean,
Gotcha.
they've given up 100 goals already this year.
There's no defense out there.
But on a lighter note, just want to put this out there for anybody that's interested and wants to watch. The Winter Classic's coming up January 2nd at 2 p.m., and it's going to be at Fenway, the Red Sox home venue, and it'll be the Penguins and the Bruins playing.
Outside.
Awesome.
Outside.
Those games are usually good. Outside.
And they got some. I saw the pictures or the uniforms that they're going to be wearing. It should be pretty cool. As long as it's not, hot or sunny where the ice is in good condition, it'll be a good game.
Well, last year, the last one they did in what they doing in Minnesota, I believe. They played St. Louis.
Well, they did 1 minute, I think Minnesota, and it was cold as hell.
Yeah, that one was cold. That one was. I don't know how they did. They did that on Target Field where the Twins play at.
Yes.
And then they also did one in Nashville because my kid my daughter went to that one.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, he's Dan K, our hockey dude. With hockey brings hockey to us every Thursday. Dan, we appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. Hey, we're gonna move.
Just a heads up. Sorry. Rangers scored. It's 2-1.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, we scored.
Daryl.
Hold on.
Sing, Daryl.
Game over.
I'm surprised I haven't got a text saying that.
Oh, boy.
There you go.
Harsh, brother. Hey, I'll be quick, man.
Go ahead, man.
I
got the DA with soccer.
Football. And listen, we got a really good World Cup coming up. We got Argentina and France. We have 4 of the top scorers in the final for the Golden Boot Award. I think you have Mbappe and Messi both have 5 goals thus far.
Mbappe's that dude.
They're understudies, we'll call them, and they're not understudies really, but Alvarez and Giroud each have 4 goals. So it's going to be powerful. A lot of attacking. It's going to be a really exciting game. Again, if you don't watch football, watch this. It should be the pageantry. It's going to be really good. And I would say that France may be in for a dynasty because if they went to and soccer too is a dynasty. So you win 2 World Cups in a row, then it's a dynasty. So
yeah, because it's every 4 years. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so France won the last one, and if they win this one, it just shows that they have the right kids immigrating to their country. So, because that's essentially what it is. But I won't get into the politics of it.
Let's talk a little bit. No, I was going to ask you about. We already said Mbappe. He's that dude.
He's nice.
Messi, what he did the other day, and we talked about that.
He's a surgeon.
About the dribble and all that stuff with the ball.
He's a surgeon. He's been doing it a long time. Believe it or not, after the last World Cup, I think he wasn't going to play no more. He was so distraught after the last one. He said he'll never put on the Argentina uniform again. He's like, I'm out, not doing it no more. Because that's how much these games rip at your heart because you're the only team representing for your country, for your people, against the rest of the world. And when you get out there and it doesn't work out, it's soul crushing, man. It is soul crushing. So Messi wasn't even going to come back. Like, he was like, I'm done with this. I can't do this no more. Because it was so emotionally draining for him. But he's a surgeon, man. And again, it's the trust of the team. Guys trusting him. They don't have a problem crossing the ball in front of the net, not looking for the goal themselves. And, he's going to be there. He is going to be there when you do that. Because that's what he does. Right? That's his job. His job is to score goals and to be in a position to score goals. So, he doesn't necessarily have to tell you where to be. You just have to know where he's going to be. And
Right.
that's kind of the way it works. But he's a hell of a player, man.
Your thoughts on Brazil the other day? I know it was a
man.
couple days ago.
Yeah, that's a great team. Still real young. Next one might be theirs, man. It's Brazil usually has like those guys that are really flashy, but they usually have 2 or 3 guys in the midfield that are really solid dudes. And I don't think they had those solid dudes in the midfield this year. I think they all were like and one, like the and one team. They didn't have a few regular guys out there. So I think they will. Like I said, for me, I usually look at the 20 and under, 18 and under World Cup champions because those are the guys that will be playing next time around. So
right.
That's where you draw from, right? Because these things, this is where, like I say, scouting, they do it in such a professional way in soccer that it's crazy because they have it. Like they got their crew, they know what they got in their pipeline. They got the guys playing now for country, then they have the 18 and under team, 20 and under team, so they know who's coming.
Right.
Unless something catastrophic happens regarding an injury, they know the dudes that'll be there. And I don't think, unfortunately, I don't think we have that infrastructure set up just yet. But I think the USA they have it set up. They're just not as good as the others at all different levels of football. So we'll get there at some point in time. But yeah, it's I would say France, I think, but you can never count out Mr. Messi, man. They said there was something with 22. The numbers on the jerseys for the stars of each team, they played in that year, and they won the chip. So he's 22. That's his number.
Right.
So we'll see what happens.
Gotcha. He's the DA with boxing. With soccer. D-Dubb. He's going to come up shortly. But before D-Dubb come up with boxing, let me just run down college football. We're going to do college football for about 30 seconds. We'll do Daryl with D-Dubb with boxing, and we'll finish up with the NFL. The college football is currently now in their bowl season. The bowl season starts tomorrow with the Bahamas Bowl, and you got a bunch of other stuff. You're going to hear again kids saying they're not going to be playing in these games because they really don't mean nothing. But
actually, the bowl season actually really starts on Saturday, where we have the Division I, AA playoff. I think both like South Dakota State, North Dakota, and someone else supposed to be playing. It should be good games. Like I said, they're evenly matched teams. It should be pretty good. If you want to watch some good football, that's where it's at.
Got you. The other bowl games of note that I guess everybody else is waiting for, the Fiesta Bowl, TCU number 3 against Michigan number 2. That game's in Arizona, up there in Glendale. You got the Peach Bowl at the Mercedes-Benz Dome in Atlanta. You got Ohio State against number 1 Georgia.
Home game.
And there you go. And that's going to be the prelude to your national championship, and then we'll go from there. But the bowl games have definitely changed from when I was coming through, and most of these is, like DA said, why?
Oh, well, they'll figure it out at some point. But real talk, like, we got to have a conversation about this transfer portal and this NIL. It's so serious, man. If guys like college football and they just like to see the drama of it all, it's so serious. Like, Alabama has 1 wide receiver on campus. They lost 5. Bounced.
Right.
Bounced. I'm out.
But that's what I saw too, where they said there's going to be a lot of prominent players that, you may not think are going to get into the portal, but now they got this NIL money. That they're going to see, hey, what can I get?
Yeah, they said Bill O'Brien ran off a bunch of dudes in Alabama. I don't know what the hell he said, but they left. A bunch of dudes are leaving out of California. Like it's crazy, man. And like we talking about 4 and 5 star dudes that were already on campuses. Like I'm out, coach. I'm leaving.
I can't wait to see Dion's team.
Oh, they're gonna be okay. I mean, they got a running back that's gonna be serious.
I think they're going to get a few of these people too.
Yeah, man. We'll wait and see if he can get them there. Because again, all things being equal, why not? Why not? All things being equal, why not? Why not? You know, so
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. With the transfer portal and the NIL is definitely has moved the needle in college football, and we'll see how things shake up and shake down. But it's definitely the bowl season is definitely it's different ball game now. It's a different ball game. They're gonna expand the playoffs, I believe, starting next year. I don't have it in front of me, but
12.
they should be expanded to 12.
12 teams, yeah.
12 teams. So from 4 to 12. So there's 8 more teams.
6 more bowl games.
Yep.
And
So
kids at practice and not in class. But who
You
gives
guys
a
are
F
looking at
about
this.
they're
that, right?
student athletes.
If you say so.
We could have the Sport Chasers podcast bowl
So
I mean,
you only
I'm
get
down,
$5
yeah.
more dollars,
live in Charlotte.
$5 more dollars in the kitty.
Wait a minute. There's one in Charlotte already, I believe.
No, they got 3
Yeah,
in
but
Charlotte, man. They got bowl games all week.
Yeah, I guess how many they having at the Mercedes Dome in Georgia? How many games they got this year?
Yeah, I know
They got
I'm
they
sure
got
they
the
got
Peace
2.
Bowl, and then they're gonna have the actual, I believe, the national championship. I believe. I have to look at it. I don't have a producer in my ear yet, but because I gotta look stuff up. We're getting there. Just saying. So hey Sam, what you got for me? Look that up for me real quick, man. We're getting there though.
Yeah.
But nah, we'll see. That's college football with me, and DA. D-Dubb, what you got? Boxing. There was some boxing going on this past weekend. What you got for us, sir?
Yeah, we had Terrence Bud Crawford delivering a stunning KO. I mean, it was a wicked right hand. I sent you guys the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boys.
Yo,
It's
he got
just
laid out.
sad that it's gonna be real quick boxing, man. It's sad because we can't get the fight that we want. I mean, they keep on asking this man what it is. Y'all know what it is. Everybody, we don't even have to talk about it. We know what the fight it is that we need to see, and it's
I
not
thought you was about to
happening.
say something else.
No, you know what it
the fight-
is. Yo, we want Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. That's it. That's the fight.
Errol has to stop driving cars.
That too. He has to stop driving cars because this time a 14-year-old jumped out in front of him. So, that's what we got right now. Hopefully, man, because these guys are in their 30s, or I think Errol's close to it. Bud is in his 30s,
Oh boy,
in
Bud,
the prime.
85 years old.
And this is the time where you got to make these fights, because after that nobody's want to see it. You want to end up having a Mayweather and Pacquiao. After a while, the fights are past the time. So it's important that these guys get out and start fighting one another. That's one. But he delivered a crushing right hand to this kid, David Avansayan, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. But good fight up until the point. I believe he got him out of here in the 6th round and took him out of here, crushing right hand. Then we had I looked at my man Teofimo Lopez, and he had
lackluster brother.
a very lackluster,
man.
controversial split decision that he won on Saturday, I believe Saturday night, and it really was not the hype that we once saw. So again, sometimes we jump out the window with these guys, and I think he has like 17 wins, 17, 18 wins, whatever.
18 and 1.
As far as I'm concerned, that's still not enough body of work before we start crowning. And I know, he, as a boxer, he thinks he's nice, but he still got to put together some work.
Right.
But
Maybe if they leave the boom box, they leave the boom box.
Yeah, you
back
leave the
in
boom box at
room.
right.
Yeah, yes.
You know what? Yes, I forgot about that. Yes, the boom box Dad came out with the boombox. There's no need for the boombox because Madison Square Garden has a very good sound
they got
system.
a radio here. Yeah, we got a radio here.
Yeah,
You can put the radio, the boombox down.
You put the boombox down. We don't need it, but
I was like, why is he doing this?
Yo, dog, it's one of those things. So he comes out with that little Heisman pose because my man won the Heisman Trophy earlier that night. But like I said, it was a lackluster performance by Teofimo. So we'll see. He's back in the rankings as far as I guess he's next up for whatever championship match coming out. But that's about it. You got Jamel Charlo versus Tazoo January 28th, and then we got my man Tank Davis versus Luis Garcia January 7th, 2023. So those two fights are coming up.
Well, Tank is taking fights. Tank is.
Tank is. Tank said he's going to clean it up, and then he's going to get out.
Yes, my man.
I kind of believe him.
Okay.
He's a serious fighter. He's a serious fighter, man. So
Yeah.
And I just really wish that these guys, take advantage and give the fights the fans want to see, and that's it. That's all I got for you, Ken.
Jumping out the window. What was that kid named D? The heavyweight kid.
Oh, the young guy, young heavyweight. He fought on the card. Man.
God, man.
The heavyweight division. It has a lot to be desired. That's all I can say, man. You got the
fight. He making noise like he that dude, and I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You just be the can. You be the dude didn't want to be there. He boxed the dude because the dude's baby mother made him go out and get cigarettes and stuff, and the kidnapped him and took him to the garden.
Yeah, we gotta go, man.
I believe that was Jarrett Anderson. I believe that's his name, if I'm not mistaken. But it was.
He's fighting some dude named Big Sugar.
Again, heavyweight. He's an American heavyweight, but a lot to be desired, I say.
Gotcha. He's D-Dubb. Daryl D-Dubb Warren with boxing, man. Thank you, B. We appreciate you, man.
You got it.
All right, man. So we're rounding home base here. NFL, the National Football League. Currently, the San Francisco 49ers lead the Seattle Seahawks, one of the better Thursday night games. We said that before we came on the air. It's 7-0. The Niners lead with 56 seconds left in the first quarter. We usually do our picks and predictions. I'm picking the Niners to win this game, even though the game has started. I picked them in my picks. I think the Niners are the superior team. The Niners are going to keep rolling with what they got. I think they're going to win this game, and Seattle's going to be on the outside looking in on the playoff race. DA, your team, man. What you got for us, sir?
We the best. Oh, I'm sorry. Listen, you're supposed to win the games in all sports. You win the game, you're supposed to win. Now, I'm not saying this is a supposed to win game, but the way we've been rolling as of late, I think we can pull this off because our strengths match up with their weaknesses. Like, they're not a good run defense team, and we're a good running team. So by the end of the game, we're going to probably help Mr. Purdy out and not. It'll be McCaffrey and I think Mitchell's back. Not Mitchell. I forget the other kid's name. The fourth quarter, they'll run the ball the whole fourth quarter because Shanahan has done this before. So that's we don't need to pass the ball. A whole quarter with Jimmy G, he didn't pass. So it can happen, and don't think it can't happen. If we're up and he thinks it's shaky, that's the way it's going down. So if you think it's boring, turn the TV off because that's what's going to happen. But yeah, I think we should win this game. Shouldn't be. I don't think it'd be too much of a problem. And no, we do not want Tom Brady. Stop with the slander.
Yo, James Eric, do the Cardinals want Tom Brady?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. They probably in the talks with him right now. I don't want him, but I mean, we got car seat, man. We just need a better coach. That's my yeah. I said it. And as far as this game tonight, man, the Niners should win this game. But I would not be surprised if Seattle squeaks one out.
Okay.
Yes, I've been saying San Fran is the second best team in the NFC behind Philadelphia. Yes. But this is a rivalry game. Everybody knows these games could go either way. And yes, the Niners are the better team, but I think Seattle might squeak one out, man. But if they don't, won't be shocked.
Gotcha. Dan, your thoughts on this game?
I don't know. I just kind of pulled it up here, and like the 3 minutes that I've seen, it was San Francisco throwing a double fake pass to the one back to the other back, and then Kittle down the middle for a touchdown. And then the next series that Seattle got the ball, Geno Smith got blew up, fumbled the football. Luckily, his lineman fell on it. And it's like, from what I can see so far, I like San Francisco in this. Their defense is just way too good, and I think they can cover up the inefficiency, if there is one, at quarterback by running the football and running plays like they just did for a touchdown, because he was wide ass open, like nobody was on him. And I think Shanahan's a genius at coming up with a game plan, and I think he's got enough plays in there that are safe plays for this kid that he could throw 20 passes and still win the game.
We say it on the show, young QBs that keep it pedestrian, 20 to 25 throws. That's it.
Take care of the football.
Take care of the football. D-Dubb, I don't see D-Dubb right there. D-Dubb, we'll come back to you on this one.
He put it in the chat, I think.
Yeah, he did pick San Fran. Okay,
D-Dubb picked San Fran. All right, so we're just messing with games now. We're down the stretch. Pretty much 3 more games to go. Indianapolis faces Minnesota. There's no need to look at this game. Minnesota should win this game. That's Saturday. The games I'm talking about coming up now is on Saturday, being that this college football is pretty much out of here. Indianapolis goes to Minneapolis. Minnesota should win this game. That's on Saturday at 1 o'clock. The 4:30 game Saturday. The Mike Mills Ravens are 9-4, face the Cleveland Browns, who are 5-8. Baltimore should win this game. Sure. So no need to look at that game, but we'll announce it. The game Saturday, the Miami Dolphins, 8-5, travel to Western New York State to face the Buffalo Bills, who are 10-3. Let me start for myself. Hey, it's cold for everybody. For those that are saying, the Dolphins is coming and all that. Hey, it's cold for everybody. Everybody got to play in the cold. Got to play in the snow. They're predicting snow and cold. Hey, you got to protect the ball, run the ball. Hey, you know what division you play in. You got to, what DA? You got to run the ball and you got to play some defense. And don't turn the ball over. If you do that things, you should win. I'm picking the Bills to win this game.
The one thing I will say is this. Everybody that plays for Miami was not born and raised in Miami.
There you go. Thank you.
Stupid. Like there's nobody on that team from the Northeast. Went to a college in the Northeast. I mean, this dumb shit. I got Miami winning this game, man.
Okay. Why? Real quick.
I think they have to. Desperation, man. They've lost 2 in a row. They lose 3 in a row. They out. Buffalo, though they won, they were not world beaters. They still ain't running the ball. Their number one runner is the quarterback.
Yep.
So I'm not sure what everybody is seeing that has them being some juggernaut, but no, I'm not. No, I do not agree. Don't agree.
Gotcha. D-Dubb.
Well, Kev, what I do see is that Tua cannot throw that ball. And I'm picking the Buffalo Bills to win because what I saw last week is definitely not a good look for Miami coming into Buffalo in the wind and snow and rain or whatever the cold it is that's going to happen on Saturday. So, yeah, I'm going with Buffalo, probably 28. Nah, not even 28. They'll probably score like 21 points, 20 to 10, 21-10.
Gotcha. Buffalo. I'm saying the Bills will probably win this game 24-13. Dolphins are having some trouble scoring. So, Eric, the angry one, what you got here? Dolphins and the Bills in Orchard Park.
17-14 Miami.
Okay.
Neither Buffalo. I don't know, man. They're a little flaky to me, man. I mean, and I think I agree with DA. Miami needs to have this game. That doesn't mean that they're going to win it, but that's who I'm picking. Buffalo is just seem to be happy with the Buffalo Bill logo on the side of their helmet and think everybody's supposed to be scared of them. That's how they play. I'm just judging them by how they play. You still got Josh Allen running around, think he's Superman. No, you Henry Cavill, and you might be just like him if you fail to get to the Bills to the Super Bowl. You might be fired. But anyway, to all you DC fans, I'm sorry. But yeah, 17-14 Miami.
Gotcha. Dan, what you got?
After watching Tua last week, I really think there's something wrong with his foot. He just seemed he couldn't put weight on it or couldn't get he was throwing everything high. And I don't think the cold's going to help that much. So, yeah, Josh Allen might be their leading rusher, but they're still going to win.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Dan. We got that game out the way here. Let's go down the line here. Atlanta, and we'll go to the Sunday games. Atlanta versus New Orleans. Nobody's really checking for this game. Yeah, both teams. Atlanta's 5-8. New Orleans is 4-9. There's no
snooze
need
fest. Early nap.
Dan, Dan, your Pittsburgh Steelers visit Carolina. Carolina is a game behind.
Go figure.
They had 2 seasons within one. They fired their coach, right? They ship your man off to
San Francisco.
To the Niners. Baker Mayfield, he gets waived and he goes to LA and that's another thing. I don't know if he's been reading the playbook prior to that, but hey, no tampering rule, right? So they're a game behind, man. Hey, shout out to Pittsburgh. I mean, I don't even know if Carolina fans is hoping.
Don't do all this shout out to Carolina. The whole division is trash, Kevin. Fuck out of here. No, I'm not doing no. I'm not.
Tell him.
I can't co-sign that bullshit. Come on, that whole division.
They got me. They got the moderator. They said nope, moderate, nope, we will not. Next.
Yeah, we're not doing this. 6-7, 5-8, 4-9. Get out of here.
We're supposed to be happy. We're supposed to be happy as fans looking at the shout out to Carolina. They only a half game back. Yeah, okay.
Oh man. Dan, any need to comment on your team? I mean, this is your team too, man. So
the funny thing is like the buddy I'm going to the CDL major with tomorrow. He's a Carolina fan. And he was asking me last night, he goes, Who you got? I said, I got 3 answers for you. Kenny plays, we win. Mitch plays, we lose. If Rudolph plays, we got a shot. The thing that scares me about them is they found a running game, and we've been struggling against the run. But depending on who our quarterback is, I think is going to depend on whether we win this game or not. But if Carolina runs the ball, we're done.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Kev, there's a wide receiver. I forgot this article to get into it, but there's a wide receiver that is pulling for Rudolph to start. He wants Rudolph
Deontay
to start.
Johnson.
That's who it was. Okay. Yeah. So we'll see.
He knows the offense.
Yeah.
Well, he does. Yeah.
It's Christmas time.
He's been there 40 years.
It's foggy out.
Hey, yeah. Let's move right along. The Philadelphia Eagles, 12-1. Travel to Chicago to face the Chicago Bears.
Next.
Yeah.
3-10. We're gonna go next because that game should be nothing. Another one. Kansas City. They go to Houston, and Kansas City should win that game. Dallas travels to Jacksonville. Dallas struggle with Houston. Huh?
Don't sleep on the Jags.
Yeah.
They beat the shit out of the Titans.
Well, that's why I didn't. I mean, I'm scared to stop. I'm gun shy now because y'all might jump on me. But Dallas faces the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars have a great chance to win this game, but I think Dallas should win this game. So that's just my opinion.
Hey, folks. You know what, folks? Just you could take a nap on Sunday all day up until 8:20 because I don't see really no.
Oh no, Lions and Jets. Oh no,
Oh yeah, I was getting ready to say, D-Dubb, how could you respect the Lions?
Well,
Lions and Jets.
If they don't have any
Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh my!
Oh Lord, have mercy. Okay. Well, y'all can stay up. I'll take me a nap to 8:20 when the Giants faced Washington. But go ahead, moderator. I'm
you
sorry.
might as well keep sleeping. I don't know what you're going to wake up for that for.
Oh,
That's when I'm going to bed.
said Monday morning. He said you better wake your ass up Monday morning.
Shit, that Sunday game's gonna be a tie again. That Sunday night game.
Another time.
Yeah, y'all gonna stop talking about my Giants for real, man.
Ooh, yo,
He said, "Yo,
I just want to see y'all where y'all Giants can come Monday morning, man."
He just mad because his team playing that Denver team.
Said, you ain't got to wake up for that one, D.
Put the camera on me, Kev. Hold on. Now, see.
Yeah, there you go.
Y'all hear that? Oh, he just mad because his team. Nobody talk about my team. My team been out of it since the season started. We're talking about your team, sir. Okay, y'all sat up here, your big boy pants, talk about the Giants, this and the Giants
remember
that.
the hats
And ever since they've been losing, I have heard nothing. Okay. Okay.
They have the matching two-man uniform. You know, Kevin D had on hats and jerseys and shit.
The Giants turned into midgets overnight.
Yeah.
My God.
Giant Garanimo underwear and shit up in here.
Under
rules. Getting the Daniel Jones underoos up out here. Shit.
Yeah. Yo, man.
You still drinking out of that? Your tears out of that Giants cup?
Oh man.
Yes.
I thought I saw that. Yeah, the tears are in that, baby.
No, oh God. You know what, Kev? Go ahead, bro.
Titans in charge.
Boy, the giant hate boy in here is real, man. Let me get to the Lions against the Jets.
When Wonder Twin powers activated and you decide to come to the podcast as Giants fans, that's when the shit started.
Mm-hmm. Tell them, Dan.
Yo, I'm just showing support to my team.
You know what? Okay, I'm like Robert Saleh. I'm keeping receipts. The Lions travel to New Jersey. The Jets. Lions are 6-7. Jets are 7-6. I'm thinking that the Lions play hard. They're gonna win this one. I think the Lions should squeak this one out. This game might be 2017 Lions. That's what I'm pulling for. Let's go with D-Dubb. D-Dubb, my main man. Go ahead. Who you got in this game, bro?
Detroit has been playing really good, man. So I don't know. Just need this win if they want to,
Just need this win though, for real. All jokes aside,
I'm going to pick the Jets in the squeaker because just because I think they need this win just to stay afloat. So they lost last two?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going with the Jets.
Gotcha. Eric, the angry one. The laughing one today.
Yeah.
Boy, you good today. Yeah, the funny one. Yeah. The funny guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Yo, man. The Jets need this game. But I think the defense of the Lions is gonna stand tall, not at the ATM, but they're gonna stand tall. And
right.
I think it's a 20-13 game, Detroit.
Gotcha. Dan, who you got?
Is the Jets quarterback still playing, or is he still looking for his ribs?
He's supposed to come back with the ribs.
I like Detroit in this.
Gotcha. Thank you. DA, who you got, sir? Or you filling out your fantasy?
Yeah, I would take Detroit, but they don't win outside, so I gotta go with the Jets. They have not won a game this year outside. So.
Well, no, that's not true. They beat the Giants outside. See?
Oh yeah, don't count. So.
Yeah. Oh, shots fired!
Wow.
That's two bodies. That's two bodies we got today.
Now, actually, you're right, but I think since then, all their wins have been inside. So,
okay.
So which means, But Golf is playing a lot better, and he knows that offense.
Yes.
So I think they're better. Boy. It depends. Does the Jet get their running back this week? Does he come back?
I'm not sure.
Bryce Hall?
Yeah, he's still hurt.
For the year, ain't he?
Yeah,
No, the other one. The other one, man. They got another dude. Well,
let me see.
I'll just take Detroit because it really don't matter. I got Williams as one of my fantasy running backs, so
Gotcha.
I'll take. So.
Okay. Moving right along, I'm pretty sure D-Dubb would love to announce this next game. Arizona 4-9 faces Denver 3-10. We're going to move right along on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast forward, please.
They both lose.
New England travels to Las Vegas. New England 7-6. Las Vegas is 5-8. Las Vegas is out of it. New England might have a slight chance. This is a good game here. Tennessee fight for their playoff life 7-6. The LA Chargers are 7-6. That's a 425 game. I'll start with E on this one since it used to be in Cashville. Who you got? Tennessee or the Chargers?
Tennessee looked bad last week.
They look bad,
and
man.
we all know it's a week-to-week thing here, but I think the Chargers is starting to find their groove. So I'm picking the LA Chargers in this one at home.
Gotcha. Appreciate it. DA, who you got? Chargers.
They're playing in Tennessee.
No, that game
No,
is
it's
in
in LA.
LA. SoFi Stadium.
Chargers. Everybody's they're healthy, so yeah, they're healthy. There's really not much else other than that. Mike Williams is good. Other dudes good. They're good.
Right.
So.
Dan, who you got, sir?
I'm going to go with the Chargers. They looked
Okay.
pretty good last week. Mike Williams looked good. It looks like Herbert's getting back to being healthy again, throwing the ball well. So I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Okay. Oh, man, D-Dubb, who you got there, sir?
Well, you know I'm going with the Chargers. They got to stay afloat, man. They got to get to 8-6 and at least stay above, stay afloat to compete, man, because everybody else I think they still on the outside looking in, if I'm not mistaken, because it's a lot of teams that same record at this point. They're 7-6. Tennessee 7-6. You got a lot of teams hovering around, so it should start shaking out here shortly. But I'm gonna go with the Chargers to get this win.
Okay. So the next game on tap, the 9-4 Cincinnati Bengals face the first place Tampa Bay 6-7 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got to talk about it because Tampa Bay's in first place, man. Tampa Bay's in first place, but I think Cincinnati is going to get Tampa Bay.
They're going to dog walk those old dudes.
Hey, Kev.
Yo, the Niners made the Bucs look real bad last week. Boy, oh boy. Go ahead, D-Dubb, on this game.
Yeah, this game I got Cincinnati. Cincinnati's already on a 5-game winning streak, so make this 6. Cincinnati is hitting a stride and they're hitting it at the right time. Looking to take over that AFC North division. So I got Cincinnati winning this game. Better team. Tampa is a good team, but I don't know. They just don't have it together. I don't know who's going to get the blame between Tom Brady or Ty Bowles.
You know who's going to get that blame.
I was getting ready to say,
you already know.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
I know.
That team was not supposed to look like this. This 6-7 is not. It's not supposed to look like this for that Tampa Bay team.
They're in first place
by default.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barely.
Somebody has to be in first place.
Atlanta gave them an early Christmas gift. Atlanta was supposed to be challenging them, and they fell flat on their face. So.
And if they mess around and Tampa loses and Carolina wins, we got a tie.
What are we talking about?
and Carolina has the tiebreaker already because they beat them already, if I'm not mistaken. Correct?
Correct.
What kind of fragmental
Jesus.
mess is this?
So, it's going to get interesting
Carolina
That
fans, holler back at me. Get in the comments. Y'all happy about this?
I shouldn't be, but
Yeah, I'm happy about everything.
Nope.
Yeah,
he
shout
ain't
out to
no-
their coach though. He's got them
Yes.
playing well.
He's got them playing well, and that's
And-
kind of hard to do when the like I said, they have 2 seasons within 2 seasons within the season.
Yes.
Yeah,
a lot
I mean,
of adversity during this time this year for them. So
All right, so we all commented on that one. The Monday night game is the LA Rams against the Green Bay Packers. Ain't no need to talk about that. They actually should have probably flexed that game, but they didn't. So, needless to say, the last game we will talk about here is the New York Football Giants travel down to Landover, Maryland, FedEx Field to face the also 7-5-1 Washington Commanders. The Giants need this game. The Giants got holes, they got wax, they got whatever you want to call it last week against the best football team in the NFL. Period. Jalen Hurts is the MVP. Period. I said it. I don't want to hear anything. Please. With that said, the Giants need this game. They really do. Hey, I'm a realistic Giants fan. All jokes aside. No, I don't have on Giant gear today. Got on Yankee gear. Had to find a hat just right away to start the show. I know y'all probably say whatever, but no, it's true. But all jokes aside, if the Giants were to lose the rest of their games, man, I think it was a successful season anyway, because the coach got them playing hard, and we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But I would love to make the playoffs, and hey, if we get waxed in the playoffs, that's the experience for this team, and then we'll go from there. D-Dubb, I'm picking. Oh, excuse me, my prediction. I think the Giants are going to win this game 20 to 14. That's what I'm thinking. D-Dubb, what you got there, bro?
yeah, man, I do not
My
have
main man right there.
I do not have my underoos on, so the last 4 games the Giants have lost, tied, and lost, and I think it's going to continue. They will lose on Saturday night to the Washington Commanders. I have them.
Sunday night, sir.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sunday night.
Oh, Sunday night. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't see. Again, I don't know. They are. I mean, even though they tied with Washington last 2 weeks ago, I don't know. This is still. It could go either way. I'm taking Washington at home.
Gotcha. DA, what you got?
I would take the Giants, man, but unfortunately, you guys are a one-trick pony, and everybody knows the damn trick. His name is Saquon. If y'all can throw the ball a little bit to any receiver,
Anyone.
I would give y'all a winning chance, man. But they know what you're doing, and they got the defensive line to stop it. So until you do something else, that's what you do. So.
Just faced them 2 weeks ago. You're right. Dan, what you got on this game? This is our last game.
this is gonna be torture.
Damn.
I mean,
Dan is saying take melatonin the whole afternoon.
no, I'm just thinking they tied the last time they played.
Yeah.
Washington's got an extra week off to prepare for them.
Dan said just put it in your cereal.
And this could be another waste of 2 hours and a tie.
Oh, I hope not. Ain't no hope in hell. No, please.
Hey, just like for Mikey's sake, I'm going with a tie.
There you go, anarchy.
Dan is saying
violence.
It might be the first time ever that 2 teams tied each other twice.
Dan is saying,
I
tell you.
I will cash at $25 to Dan if this game tie. Y'all heard it right here.
Hey man,
go ahead, Eric.
Stupid does. So.
Hey, what you got, man?
I got Washington. Like I said the last time, I think it's a tipping point. When y'all first met, it was Washington was trending upward and y'all was trending downward, and that has not changed. And it's not going. Of course, it's not going to be no blowout or anything like that. The Giants will be in this game. However, that front 4 for Washington has been playing very, very well for a good, consistent last couple of weeks, if not the whole season. And I think that will carry over. So I will be picking Washington.
Gotcha. Okay. Appreciate that. and that's
No,
our
we don't.
NFL.
No, we don't.
Uh, I do appreciate it. Thank you. I do. I appreciate all you guys, man. Thank you, man. This has been a very fun. Hey, shout out to my main man Marlon. He says, Giants get the win. You know,
All right,
all
Mo.
year long.
All right.
Okay.
I
I
hope
don't
so.
see it, but
I hope so.
They don't
The
see it.
Giants have yet to win a game in the division. 0-3-1.
Really? Yo, I mean, thank you. Hey, party
I'm
shot.
just trying to, I'm not Sammy in your ear, but at least I try to pull some stuff up here. I mean,
Thank you.
Listen,
E.
no problem, no problem.
I'm just trying to give you the truth. Just trying to give you the truth.
0-3-1 in the division.
But
Yikes.
like you said, not to be funny, Kev, but in all reality, the year is still a victory for the Giants.
Nah,
Like,
all jokes aside,
absolutely.
absolutely, yes, absolutely, D. You're absolutely right. Been a victory. We need to work on some things. We want to see if we're going to keep the quarterback, but that's yet to be determined down the stretch, down when the season ends, whenever the Giants season ends, and we'll go from there. Draft picks and all that stuff. Parting shots. Hey, man, parting shots. We get to the end of the show. This is where we share our thoughts about what's going on, maybe in life, whatever. You got some positive say. We'll start off with D-Dubb. D-Dubb, parting shots, brother. What you got?
Yo,
Anything?
good show. Appreciate all that. Appreciate the support. Rose the support. Please like, subscribe, share, drop us a comment. Love it, hate it, whatever it may be. Kudos to Brian for joining us tonight.
yeah.
What else I got? Shout outs to the Silas family. Paul Silas passed away. An NBA
Yes.
legend, coach. You know, shout outs to him and his family. Great coach. And that's about it. That's all I got.
Gotcha. He's D-Dubb. Gotcha. The angry one. Parting shots. What you got, bro?
Yo, great show as always on this Thursday evening. Um, Shout out to Ryan with the NBA talk, man. We appreciate you. Shout out to Marlon in the comments on YouTube. We appreciate your back and forth with us, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody listening. Mike Mills, we miss you. Hope you enjoying. And yo, man, appreciate everybody on the panel tonight, man. Another great show. And I ain't got nothing too heavy, man. As always, take care of each other. Every man, fellow man, woman, and child, man, look after one another, man. Make this thing a better place.
No doubt.
Oh
Got
yeah.
it. DA, what you got there, sir?
Good thing. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Dan. Thank the whole crew. It's always the education. It's always fun. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell, get notifications. Take care of yourselves, man. All right. If you're in the north to the Midwest, be careful with the snow because it's real. Drive safely, and that's about it, guys. Enjoy. Have a great night, everyone.
Dan, because D-Dubb is starting trouble. Nope.
Put your glasses on.
Now to say thanks to Ryan for coming on. Appreciate you guys. Great show.
Did we
You know,
lose
to all
D?
those out there listening or commenting on YouTube, you know, if you like what you see, share it to a friend. You know, everybody be good. And you know, take care.
Appreciate that, Dan. Hey, as DA said, remember to like, click, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're growing. We're coming in near the end of the year of 2022. We're embarking 2023. We got some bigger and better things going that we want to do, endeavors. So you'll see some of those things coming up. Like I said, we are going to be doing merchandise. So you see some of the guys. You got D-Dubb with the head licked off. You see Dan
Exit stage right.
Sorry.
because he had to get coffee. D-Dubb has on his hat and his shirt. Dan has on the hat and has on the hat. I think E got on the hat. You'll see us from time to time. We're gonna be selling that stuff. We're gonna be selling it. Please support us. get a chance, you like it, and it's good quality stuff, man. No stuff where you throw in the dryer and it shrinks up after half a wash. No, good quality stuff. If you like it, hoodies, hats, all that good stuff. We'll be selling it at a reasonable price, and we just ask you to support us. Remember to like, click, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, we're on all major podcasts. You want to listen to it? You want to go back and say somebody contradicting themselves? Go ahead. We got all 152 episodes up there because this is episode 152 is up there, so you can download the episodes on all major podcast platforms. I don't have anything heavy tonight. We're a little bit over, but I appreciate the guys tonight. Ryan, thank you so much, bro. As always, love for coming through with the NBA stuff. My main man Marlon, hey, happy birthday, bro. Coming through in the comments on YouTube. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, if you want to be a super fan, I know we kind of got away for this. If you want your 15 minutes of fame, come through, come holler at us, come on the panel, talk whatever sports you want. We'll allot that time for you, and you'll be the super fan for the night. We've had a couple people to come through. We had Big Mike. We had my man Sylvester Wells. He came through. A lot of big things, man. We love sports in the show, man. And I'll tell you this for me. It's therapeutic. Love it. Just talking about stuff in between the lines. Oh yeah, what grinds your gears segment? Yep. Because Dorian sometimes has some stuff that grinds his gears. Absolutely. Even though he blurts it out from time to time, we're just going to give him his own segment where he just absolutely says, yo, DA, what's grinding your gears tonight? And he'll let it loose. Well, he lets it loose anyway, but he does, man. But great show tonight, as always. As always, these guys here are the best. None of this is scripted. None of this is reading from, like I said, Sammy is not in my ear talking. None of that stuff. This is just pure stuff when it comes to sports. And these guys were funny when the under rules thing.
We gotta get enough money to hire Kennedy. I know we got this guy.
Somebody's playing something and I can't hear.
Daryl.
I said, I said we gotta get enough money to hire Kennedy. We gotta have her father.
Shout out to my niece.
Negotiations. Do the negotiations. See what we can do.
Yeah, bro. So, listen. I know we ended the show kind of jacked up last week. My apologies. That was on me. I have fixed that. Yeah, I got the introduction at the end and so forth and so forth. Like again, I said, yo, that's why we need y'all to support us, man. So we trying to do some bigger and better things, man. But listen, on behalf of myself, I'm Kevin L. Warren, your host and moderator. Dal D-Dubb Warren, Dan K, the hockey dude, James, the angry one Warren, A, my man Dorian, the DA Albritton, and in his absence, Mike Mills. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers podcast. Y'all be good, be blessed. Hey, we'll see y'all on Monday, 4th and short. Y'all have a great, great rest of the week. Take care.